الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, my beloved brothers and sisters. Today, inshallah ta'ala, we are going to do our second lesson where we are taking the Madinah book, inshallah ta'ala, where we are learning and taking the foundations of the Arabic language. In our previous lesson, if you remember, we spoke about the usage of the word hada and what it means, and we looked at certain words, certain nouns in the Arabic language and how they are used with the word hada. Today we're going to, inshallah ta'ala, do a bit more with the word hada, but just explore it in different ways, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So, as you can see here, we have the following title, okay? The following title here, and we're just going to put harakat on top so that you can actually see and read it properly. But we have here the meme, which is ma, and then we have ha, the, and then we have here at the end this question mark. Okay, so we already said that the word hadha means this, and it's a word which is basically used when you want to refer to something which is nearby. We spoke about that, the difference between the word hadha and also the usage of the word dhalika. And we said dhalika is a word that we'll take in more details in the upcoming lessons. But hadha, when you want to refer to something. So there's a pen, you say hadha qalamun. There's a book and you say hadha kitabun. Or there is a student in front of you, you say hadha talibun. So that's just the usage of the word hadha. But now, what happens in a situation when you want to ask a question regarding something? You want to ask, really, what is this? That's where the term mahadha comes into play. So the word ma here is referred to as a word which we call it a ismul istifham, okay, which is basically a word which is used for asking a question. And ma, literally all it means is the word what. Okay, so when we say what in English, is exactly what the word ma here means. Now you might find later on, as you study more Arabic, that the word ma actually comes with other meanings as well. Those meanings you'll learn as you progress further. But for now, when we see the word ma, we know it to mean the word what. And so when I say ma hadha, it means what is this? What is this? So we learnt in the last lesson how to say هذا كتاب هذا قلم هذا طالب هذا بيت هذا مفتاح. This is a key, this is a house, this is a chair, this is a book, this is a pen. But now I want to ask about something. So I have something in front of me. And imagine I just don't know what it is. Okay, I'm an alien that came from outer space, as they say, and you don't know what this is, but you speak Arabic. And so you say, ما هذا? ما هذا? ما هذا? What is this? ما هذا? So let's look at the examples that we have here, inshallah ta'ala, and try to understand them. So we have here the term ما هذا, and we've already mentioned that ما هذا, what it means. So ما هذا, and the question we're asking is regarding this. ما هذا? ما هذا? هذا بيت. هذا بيت. So somebody asks you this question, ما هذا? You're going to respond by using a portion of the question itself, by saying هذا بيت. هذا بيت. And we spoke about هذا بيت in the previous lesson. We said it means this is a house. This is a house. So ما هذا? هذا بيت. هذا بيت. And we just put the harakat here as well. So ما هذا? هذا بيت. Now, another question is أهذا بيت? أهذا بيت? Why did I say question? Because we have the question mark here appearing again. So this is one type of question when you want to ask regarding something but you don't know what it is. Okay, so like I said, the example of the alien that comes doesn't know what it is at all, and so they say ma hada. But what about if you ask the question where you think you know what it is, but you just want to confirm, you're just not 100% sure. So, for example, you see something and you're like, is this a pen? It's very different to if I looked at this and I said, what is this? What is this entails that I don't really know what it's referring to. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure. It's something I haven't seen before. But if I say, is this a pen? Then it means I have some sort of prior understanding of what it is. And so when I say, ahadha baytun, okay, well, we know what hadha means and we know what baytun means. Hadha means this, baytun means a house. But when I put this Hamza at the beginning, okay, what is this Hamza? This Hamza, my brothers and sisters, is known as Hamzatul Istifham, okay? It's known as Hamzatul Al-Istifham. And you know what? Let me just write this term here as well for you so that it's easier for you guys, inshallah ta'ala. It's called, look at this, it's called Hamza 2. So it's called Hamza 2 al istifham. Okay, so it's Hamzatu al istifham. Hamzatul istifham basically means that this is the Hamza, right, of inquiring or interrogating or asking or questioning. Okay, and so this ma is the ma which is ismul istifham. It's the ism which is used for asking a question and it means what. But when you use the hamza by adding it to a word in a sentence and you want to say ahadha baytun, you're now doing a questioning as well. You're questioning again. But this time the meaning is slightly different. And so we would generally speaking translate the Hamzatul Istifham, by meaning either in translation you would say is, or it would be are, okay, depending on the context that it's being used in. But if I wanted to say, for example, ahadha baytun, you want to inquire about the house, then you would use the translation of is this a house? You wouldn't say are this a house? Obviously, the are would be used based upon if it's a plural or something else. But in this context, you would say is. And so when I say ahadha baytun, I'm basically asking the following question, which is this a house? So we have two questions that we've learned how to ask so far. We've learned how to ask what is something, ma hadha, ma hadha. We've also learned how to ask a question where we think we know what it is, but we're just confirming, we're not sure, we're not 100% sure. So we say, ahadha baytun, and then you have to mention the thing that you think it is. When you ask this kind of question using the Hamzatul Istifham, you have to respond by either saying na'am or la. Na'am in the Arabic language means yes. And then we also have the word la, which means no. Whenever somebody asks a question using the Hamzatul Istifham, whenever this always happens, you have to always start your answer by either saying na'am or la, yes or no. And so in this question, somebody's asking regarding this house and they say, ahadha baytun. The person is going to say, na'am, hadha baytun. He's going to say, na'am. If it wasn't a house, he would have said, la, hadha, and then he would have mentioned something else. Okay? So, ahadha baytun, na'am, hadha baytun. Okay? Hadha baytun. So it's as simple as that. Two questions. You're either using the word ma by saying ma hadha, or you are using the Hamzatul Istifham to ask, is this such and such or so and so. So you would say ahada, and then you mention whatever it is. We're going to get the hang of it, inshallah, with some more examples, but I just wanted to explain a little bit about this. But now we can take some more examples to get a better idea. So now, ma hada, ma hada, ma hada, ma hada. هذا قميص هذا قميص and قميص is a what? Is a shirt. So we say this is a shirt. ما هذا means what is this? Okay. ما هذا هذا قميص هذا قميص. Okay, good. Now the other type of questioning with the hamzatul istifham. أهذا سرير أهذا سرير أهذا is this سرير. What's sarir? We took the word sarir in our previous lesson. The word sarir means it means a bed. A bed. Sarirun. And a sarirun is something that you sleep on. It's a bed. The person is now asking this question, أهذا سرير? هل هذا سرير? Is this a sarir? Is it? No, it's not a sarir. This is a kursiyun. It's a kursi. And so remember I said whenever you use the word the hamzatul istifham to ask a question, you have to either respond by saying na'am or la. And so this person is going to say la, la, no. The word la, we said it means no, la. هذا كرسي هذا كرسي أهذا سرير؟ لا هذا كرسي هذا كرسي. This is a chair. Okay, so let's try this out. This is a chair. Another example. أهذا مفتاح أهذا مفتاح. ما هذا؟ يعني السؤال الأول. Okay. ما هذا؟ هذا قلم هذا قلم. أهذا مفتاح أهذا مفتاح. Is this a مفتاح? What's a مفتاح? A مفتاح is a key. It's a key. But we already mentioned that this is a pen. And so the question now is أهذا مفتاح؟ ما الجواب? What's the answer? لا. So we have to say نعم أو لا. Yes or no, because the hamzatul istifham is being used. We say نعم أو لا. The answer here would be لا. هذا قلم هذا قلم هذا قلم. This is a قلم, and a قلم is a pen. So we say this, we say sorry, no, this is a pen. And inshallah, as we go further, remember we're going to use less of the English. We're just trying to do this at the beginning so you get the hang of it, but eventually we'll stop. Okay. Then we have here ما هذا ما هذا. Again, اسم الاستفهام, the word ما is being used. ما هذا ما هذا هذا نجم هذا نجم. نجم is a star. So this, we write, this is a star. Okay, and that's what the word najm means. It's a star. And what's the plural for the word star? We will say nujum. Okay, it's going to be the word nujum. Nujum. So najmun nujumun. Najmun nujumun. Okay, so these are usages with the word hada. So you can say hada, mention what something is, to mention what it is. Hada baytun, hada qalamun, hada najmun, hada طالب. You want to ask what something is because you don't know. ما هذا? ما هذا? You want to confirm whether something is what you think it is. You say أهذا بيت؟ أهذا مسجد؟ أهذا قلم؟ أهذا كرسي؟ And then your response would be either نعم أو لا, and then you mention exactly what it would be. Okay? So, ما هذا. That's the usage of the word and the term ما هذا. So, for example, now we have a few questions here. Let's try to answer them together, inshallah ta'ala. Okay? So, we have here the question تمرين, by the way. Here we have the word تمرين. Okay? The word تمرين. تمرين means exercise. Exercise. ما هذا? This is the question. ما هذا? ما هذا? When we respond, we're going to say هذا and we're going to mention exactly what it is. So ما هذا, we'll say هذا قلم أو باب. لا. هذا مفتاح. هذا مفتاح. طيب. هذا مفتاح يعني مفتاح means key. Okay. Second one. ما هذا? ما هذا؟ هذا قلم؟ هذا بيت؟ Or is it هذا كتاب؟ كتاب. هذا كتاب. يعني كتاب means a book. Good. Next one. ما هذا؟ ما هذا؟ هذا قلم. قلم. هذا قلم. جميل. ما هذا؟ ما هذا؟ هذا باب. باب. باب means what? It means a door. هذا باب. Next one. ما هذا؟ ما هذا؟ هذا بيت. هذا بيت. هذا بيت. Okay, this is a house. And the last one we have here is ما هذا. We say هذا كرسي. هذا كرسي. And a kursiyun is a chair. Now, what's very important, and I would really want you guys to do this, inshallah ta'ala, is write out the question and the answer, but at the same time, also write underneath it or next to it the translation for this as well, so that you can identify and know exactly what it's saying in Arabic and exactly what it means in English as well. It's very important that you do both for the beginning until you become used to this idea. And that's how the word ma would be used. Okay. The next one we have here is the second exercise. And again, we have a tamreen thani. Okay. So we write the word here, the harakat tamreen. Okay. Tamreen. Now we have questions that are being asked, but this time it's with the hamzatul istifham. Okay. Hamzatu al-istifham, which means we're asking whether something is what we think it is. Okay, so we have here أهذا بيت. أهذا بيت. أهذا بيت. Does it look like a bait? Is that what you think it is? No, it's not a bait. So we're going to respond by saying لا. لا. We're going to say لا, and then we're going to say هذا مسجد. هذا مسجد. أهذا بيت؟ لا، هذا مسجد. أهذا بيت؟ لا، هذا مسجد. جميل. Next one. أهذا مفتاح؟ أهذا مفتاح؟ مفتاح؟ أهذا مفتاح؟ نعم أو لا؟ لا. هذا قلم. قلم. لا، هذا قلم. هذا قلم. So remember, Hamzatul Istifham, we have to respond by either saying نعم أو لا at the beginning. The next one here is أهذا قميص؟ أهذا قميص؟ أهذا قميص؟ نعم أو لا؟ نعم. نعم. هذا قميص. قميص. نعم. هذا قميص. What is قميص? قميص is shirt. Okay. So this time, because it is correct, he did identify it correctly. أهذا قميص. We say نعم instead of لا. أهذا قميص؟ نعم، هذا قميص. Okay. And the last one, أهذا نجم؟ أهذا نجم؟ نعم أو لا؟ نعم. هذا نجم. نعم، هذا نجم. So that's how we use these two different ways of asking questions, using the word ma and also using the word ahadha, the hamzatul istifham as well. Okay, and we've learned some new words as well, like qamis and najmun. I think masjid we already took as well previously. Okay, um, let's do this last exercise, inshallah ta'ala. And in fact, it's an exercise that you can do yourself. And what we'll do is in our next session, we can go over it. But here we have some instructions for the tamreen, for the exercise. Here it says, اقرأ اقرأ واكتب. اقرأ واكتب. اقرأ means read. It means read. And uktub means write. And so basically what this exercise wants you to do is read every sentence that's here, okay, and write it out, okay. And what I would like for you to do, inshallah ta'ala, is to read every sentence and put the harakat on them, okay, the harakat, so the fatha, dhamma, kasra, wherever it needs to go, and at the same time translate every sentence, okay. So I'll do the first one with you, inshallah ta'ala, so you get a good idea, and then you do it, and then what we'll do is in the next lesson, I'll go over this at the beginning to make sure that those of you that did it, you did it correctly, inshallah ta'ala. But for example, here we have what we can see here is the word hadha, right? So we're going to write hadha, and then we have here maktabun. Maktabun. So هذا مكتب. So you're going to read it out. هذا مكتب. You're going to write out with the harakat, and then you're going to write the English with it as well, which is هذا مكتب means this is a desk. Okay? And if you remember, we took the word maktab in our first lesson, right? Over here. هذا مكتب. This is the maktab. Okay? That's all you have to do. So read it, put the harakat, write it out in Arabic, and then the English as well. If you don't have the book, you can write out the Arabic as well, inshallah ta'ala, and say هذا مكتب. Do the same for the rest of them, and inshallah ta'ala, I will give you the correct answers in our following lesson, bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. I hope you all benefited from this lesson. If there's anything extra that you might want to add on for some of the others that are benefiting, please put them in the comment sections below. And I will see you all in the next lesson. Bi-idhnillahi ta'ala. May Allah bless you all. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.